guys, Adam here, Blackfyre Productions. Welcome back to another Sagas of Conquest. It's been a while since I did one of these videos. I've been preoccupied with a few things and with other stuff, but I've recently acquired a W'adrhun Warband box for Conquest, obviously, from Torchlight Games and Hobbies. So they're based out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. If you haven't, you can go down. If you haven't heard of them before, you can go down in the description of the video, check out the link to their web store. You can save yourself 5% off of your hobby supply needs as well. But I acquired this Warband box from them, which comes with a bunch of stuff. So I thought I'd show off some of the stuff that's inside this box. I've already opened up one box inside and painted it up because I want to paint up the one hero character for a painting competition that I entered them into. Not sure if I won or not, but I'll at least let you see what I've done with them. But yeah, so really cool stuff. You got a bunch of things here in the box. Lots and lots of stuff that will keep me busy painting for a while. And I'm looking forward to actually playing some First Blood with the W'adrhun very soon. A friend of mine and I are going to get together and test out or play a game. It will be my second actual game of Conquest, and again, the first one was with First Blood as well. But I'm going to build these guys up over the next couple of days, and hopefully Wednesday, and this video will come out on the Friday afterwards, but the Wednesday, it's Monday right now, but the Wednesday, I hopefully can get a bunch of this stuff built. Obviously not painted, but we're just throwing dice just to try out the game again and try out some new stuff. But yeah, so Wednesday I'm looking forward to throwing some dice with my friend and getting a game in with these guys. I also have some other stuff waiting at the post office for me. But anyhow, without further ado, let's jump into this unboxing and see what's on the inside of this Warband box for the W'adrhun. Here we are with the box. You see all the lovely painted W'adrhun models on the front. So you got obviously the Scion of Conquest, the Predator, and a mix of, it looks like, Braves, Blooded, and Hunters, I think? Hunters. Really awesome paintwork there. Really some nice artwork, obviously, with the Scion of Conquest. The first time buying a box like this, so I wasn't sure what to expect or what's on the inside. You flip over the back, and what you see is what you get. Obviously, three regiments of units, so 12 models in each, 36 there, 2 heroes, 2 books as well, and then what's not shown here is also a third book with the W'adrhun rules or army lists in there as well. So that's what the box looks like. You open this big bad boy up. I have already opened it as I was discussing it due to the fact that I looked through it, did some reading, as well as painted up one of the models, so which I'll show you at the end. And I've looked at these guys as well, I should say. You have your Scion of Conquest box here, which is great. I already have Scion of Conquest, which I painted up. It was the pre-order one, like the limited edition pre-order before the W'adrhun were released. So I have that Scion of Conquest, and I have him painted up already. So you get that box. So I'm just going to pull everything out and set it aside, then I'll bring it in closer. You have the Predator box here. Friggin' awesome artwork and everything else. And then you have your Braves, right? Another box of Braves. I think if I can remember correctly, these guys can be built into Braves or Blooded, I think. So one basically is like pure melee with Flurry, the other one has support and shield, and Bloodlust, I believe, off the top of my head. You have your 3 books, so your W'adrhun army list, your First Blood rule book, and obviously the last argument of King's rule book as well. And then you have your 3rd regiment, which is the Hunters, which I think also can be made into slingers, I believe. Yeah, so lots of cool things. Artwork's fantastic. I might have to cut this one open because I completely forgot to do that before doing this. But yeah, so that's what's all inside. That's it, we're done. No, let's I'm gonna open up that one box of Hunters. We're gonna look at the open box of Braves, and then as well as like what comes with the Scions and that. And I would say Predator, but I've already painted them. So yeah, I'll just show you what the overall model looks like with that, and I'll show you what the my finished Scion of Conquest, the pre-order one, looks like as well, because I finished painting him as well. So, but yeah, so we'll start going through this in 1 second. So here we are, going to start off with the books first. Opened up, it took the plastic wrap off this book. It is a hefty, soft back book, 183 pages long. Basically has your 4 core staple armies in it, not the W'adrhun. The W'adrhun come in their own army list here, plus all the core rules to play and everything else. I actually picked up, if you watch some of the earlier videos I have for Conquest, I picked up the hard copy book of this. But this will be handy for like traveling and stuff like that, where I don't want to necessarily bring my hard copy. Then you have your First Blood. So the W'adrhun edition, which is really cool, goes through all your First Blood rules, everything else. But what's really neat, and was not expecting, is the army list at the back as well for the First Blood. So I don't know what changes are in there yet, because I haven't actually looked at this side yet. But like, yeah, really, really cool. I'm gonna have to go through this obviously tonight, tomorrow, before Ian gets together and we get a game of First Blood in on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go through that a little bit more details. And then obviously you have your nice and neat army list for Conquest: Last Argument of Kings as well. That right there, I absolutely love. Like, that artwork is just so friggin' cool with the is it the Matriarch riding the Apex, I think, Predator, and then you have your Raptor riders and everybody else. It's just such a cool image. I just love it. And I love the colors that they have. You know, you have the dull sort of browns and whatnot, and then also vibrant colors to help pop. And the fact that the dinosaurs have like the feathers on them like traditional dinosaurs. So those are the books, nice and neat. I didn't go through them all because I don't think I need to. But let's look at the Scion of Conquest for the first bit. So obviously you have your card there, right? Nice artwork as per normal. Opening this guy up, hopefully without breaking anything. It comes with a bunch of components and some whatnot. You got your base, nothing too special about that. It's literally just a base. But you have the core torso for the Scion, right? I love the detail that Parabellum puts into these guys. It's just so freaking nice, right? Like that. The sword just slots into the back as well. You can see there you go. You can see let's get that in focus, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, you can see it just slots right into the back of the Scion. Super easy, just like so. You have his top knot, I almost want to call it, his ponytail coming in like so, and then his hand with the lantern and such, right? There we go. Lots of chains, lots of smoke and stuff coming out of it, which is freaking, it's almost like an incense burner, I think, more than a lantern, but it kind of looks like a lantern. And then his sickle as well. Friggin' awesome. You can see some, get in there. You can see some markings and engravings on the inside. When I painted up my other Scion that I have, I made it into bone sickles. So yeah, that's the Scion of Conquest, the one that comes in the actual Warband box, so that you can purchase, I guess, separately and such. Like I said, I have already pre-ordered, or I already purchased the pre-order exclusive, and I've already painted that one up. Kind of turned out like Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles, if you guys have watched that. But yeah, so, but it's still very good. I like it. Just with the greens, and I decided to go with an orange with them and stuff, and instead of going with like a burnt orange like you see on the box here, it was a little bit more vibrant. So I might as well show you what that looks like, because we're talking about them right now. So yeah. That's what it looks like in the bones and everything else. A lot of browns, a lot of neutral colors, and then tried to pop with the lighter colors, right? So I used, like with my Nords, it was the dark brown wash from AK Interactive on this guy. Then after like painting them and everything, like his leather and everything like that, and then I did the wash on it to sort of help dirty it up and everything else, and help dirty up the bones and add some weathering to it. And you can see like the brown has like the tannish sort of color on the edges there. But yeah, so that is my elemental Scion of Conquest there. Like I said, kind of reminds me of Michelangelo because of the headband and the orange and stuff, and then the green skin. But yeah, I am looking forward to using him. He looks like a beast. Gonna be fun. Gonna be really fun. Next is the Predator. I said I was going to do this, show them off later, but as you can see, box is empty because I've already painted them because I want to enter them into a Conquest painting competition. But yeah, so artwork for the card, and then what he actually looks like himself. There we go. That is my Predator with the Alfred Predator head, I guess, on the bottom, top of the head. And so the basing, all I did was I have like 3 different types or sizes of grains of sand. I have like a fine golden colored sand, which is actually what we bought for my kids' sandbox at home. But I have some for myself. I mixed in some sand that I got, which is like again a little bit thicker of or bigger of a grain. It has a little bit of a reddier hue to it that I got from a provincial park. From a beach, and then I have some sand that I got from Canada's east coast, and it was right from the actually no, sorry, it was from Mexico, the beaches of Mexico, and I've had it for years, and it's like this thicker like white, you can just see it in there, like the white grains and stuff like that, and just gives it like some diversity in the grains, and then obviously the tough and everything else, but a little bit of the AK Interactive weathering stuff, so the dark brown wash on this guy, like on the leather up there and the leather down there. So but yeah, for this guy I used purple to make it pop out a little bit. You can see like beads in his hair. The hair was like a brownish red color, built it up, and then did a brown wash over top so it wasn't so bright. And then the purple again, purple pink color, I guess fuchsia, whatever, on the arrows and the beads to sort of help make those pop out. Did over the skin tone, it was a, what did I start with? I found a skin tone recipe online, and I went with that, and then added some red wash to areas very finely to sort of like give some different variation in skin tone and stuff like that as well. Tattoos, I just did white. I think it was like a white gray, like a very light gray color, almost white, and then added more straight white into it and went from there. The T-Rex was literally just done with reds and building up to like that purple sort of fuchsia and dark blues, building up to the lighter blues on the bottom side of the head. I don't know how well that turns out for you. Hopefully you can see it there. But yeah, so that's the Predator. Absolutely love the sculpt. It's so freaking cool. And like, yeah, you can see like the glossiness of the flesh inside of the flesh and the blood and everything else like that. So, but yeah, absolutely love the Predator. I think the sculpt is fantastic. I'm getting the Matriarch and the Raptor Riders today. They should be in the mail. I was away all of last week at a retreat. And so yeah, wasn't able to pick them up when they showed up, but I'm able to pick them up today, and so I'll be working on those momentarily. So let's grab, I guess, the Hunters next. And here we are with the Hunters. You can see the box art there on the front, as well as the back. So let's open them up and take a look and see what's inside. So you have your regiment stands and bases inside the first bag. I don't need to look at those for obvious reasons. Let's look at the instructions first. Instructions and cards, and we'll start taking a look at the sprues that come with them as well. So you have your slingers and hunters. So it's a 2-part miniature box or set. Your hunters and slingers. Slingers are really cool because they have, as if you haven't went back, I think the last video I did was with JJ where we talked about the release of these guys and some highlighting some of the models and that. And the slingers have, are they bullet biters or something like that, where they basically wound against people's resolve instead of defense and that. So it's really cool. I don't know what I'm gonna make these guys into yet. Maybe if I focus on I don't know. Maybe I'll just do hunters and buy a box and stuff. So here we are with a, I guess it works like that, overview of the different sprues that you can see. And so, yeah, lots of details there, lots of different options, everything else. And then goes over your slingers and hunters assembly instructions and what you need. Slingers / hunter commander, and your different options and everything else. Like so. I'm trying to see if there's a glare on there. There's a bit of one, but you can see it. And then obviously your options, whether you take the sling or the spear for the hunters, and then yeah, and then your bannerman on the back. So really cool. I kind of think I'm going to go with hunters with this box, and then I'll do slingers next box. Or do I do slingers? I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out though by, well, tonight, tomorrow. But yeah, so that's the instructions for them. It goes over all the different options and stuff that you can use. So let's look at some of these sprues. So you got 3 of these in the box. You can see like the headdresses and everything else. Dark gray plastic, very nice detailed work in there. You can see the different skulls and everything. How close can I get you there? Well, it's still in focus. There we go. Right? Flip it over and show you the other side. But yeah, the feathers have the nice grain. Like you can see the detail work in the feathers, everything else, just really cool. Massive arms and the heads. Like take a look at this head. Freaking, where is it? There it is. It's just so cool. Just so cool. It's not going to stay focused that close. Trying to get it as close. It's just the detail in them is fantastic. The big tusks and everything else coming out of it. So you have 3 of those. This is going to be your banner bearer and maybe your commander. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the numbers and everything else, but like just a ton of different stuff. You have your banner there. Obviously, I'm assuming you can use 2 variants of the banner. So you got that one with all the feathers, or this one with what looks to be bones and such. So really cool. I'm definitely going to make these guys like feathers and everything else all over the place, just so I can add in that vibrancy that you see in and that contrast. Because I like going back to my Predator, I think like that, like watching or seeing that purple on the back of him just sort of pops. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just be very neutral colors like here, and then do the purple and blues and, or teals or something, maybe even teal. Teal would be a very nice color, but do stuff like that. And then you get 3 of these sprues as well, which they're all the same, so I won't show them all off. But these guys are massive. They're so bulky and big. I absolutely love them. I did a size comparison, I think, between some of my like Raiders for my Nords and the size of, I think, like the Predator or the Scion. I can't remember who I compared to, but like just the size difference. They're at least a head bigger, you know. But yeah, so super cool. You can see all the work with the leather and everything else on these guys. But yeah, all your javelins on that side, and you have your slings, right? And tons of cool, very tribal, sort of barbarian-esque look. And so I think it looks so super cool. Very cool, very cool, very nice. So you get 3 of those in there as well. I don't have any built, so I can't show them off, unfortunately. But in time, I will definitely have them built, and I will share pictures and stuff like that over my Facebook page, as well as Instagram. So you can check those out there. I guess I should put everything back in the bottom. And let's look at the Braves next. Here we are with the box of the Braves, and I'm pretty sure the other side of this is the Blooded, but we'll open it up and find out. It's the front and the back. Those shields, wicker shields look freaking super cool. I don't know how I'm going to paint them up, but your bases and everything come nice and packaged individually. I'm just going to get down to the cards and the instructions to take a look at those. And then we can look at the sprues next. Yeah, so Braves and Bloodeds. That's, from memory, that's what I was trying to remember because, again, haven't touched these in a while. But yeah, so your cards on the back there, command cards, you have all the different sprues, right? Like so. Your read first stuff and what's required, and then obviously your Blooded / Braves and what weapons you want with them. I think I'm going to do a box of Blooded and a box of Braves so I have a diversity or diverse group of regiments, and then your commander as well. So, and then over here you have your bannerman. So that is that for the instructions and the cards. So let's take a look at some of these sprues here. There's the first sprue up. It looks like you have 3 of these sprues in the box. There we go. You can see a shield there, your javelins or spears. Some really cool heads, like I don't know how well that head is showing up, but right there. It's just so cool. And then you got another one over here too. It's just awesome. Lots of neat design options and everything else. Just some really cool stuff there, right? So that's that. This is going to be your banner bearer, maybe your commander options. I absolutely love this weapon. Look at that. Double-bladed freaking glaive type weapon. Oh, so cool. And then you got the skulls and feathers over here, right? And then I'm assuming the banner. But yeah, some really cool stuff. That head is amazing too. There you go. Super awesome. So one of those, and then you get 3 of the core. These guys are stuck together. Please don't break. Please don't break. Real stuck together. Man. I don't know what's sticking them together. It's something in the center there. Well, I'll figure this out later. I'll just grab the one that's not stuck together and show you those off. So yeah. Big meaty weapons. You have either the spears or the big chopper-like weapons, freaking smacking through people. I don't know if that's supposed to be bone or metal. It looks more like a bone-like weapon there. Cool heads again. The heads are just so awesome. See it there. Yeah, just so much, and then the detail in the wicker shields is absolutely cool too. Just so much detail going into these guys, and they are so big. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so I'm going to do a box of Braves and a box of Bloodeds, and then I think I might do maybe Slingers. I might do the Slingers. I think the Slings are pretty friggin' cool too. Maybe. I'll decide, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the Hunters. The Hunters are awesome as well. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the unboxing of the W'adrhun Warband box from Parabellum Games, Parabellum War Games. And yeah, I absolutely can't wait to dig into these guys a little bit more than just like painting up my my Predator and my Scion. But yeah. They both look fantastic, but then and like these plastics are great. I got nothing but good things to say. So looking forward to trying them in my first game of First Blood coming Wednesday. So it'll be a couple of days. I would have already gotten the game in by the time this releases and that. But anyhow, again, guys, if you haven't yet, you can check out Torchlight Games and Hobbies, where I purchased this box from. In the description of the video down below, you'll see a link there. And to save yourself 5% off your paint and other hobby supply needs, you can use the code FIRE5. If you haven't, you can also check the link to my Patreon account, and any support there goes directly towards the channel and helps me do what I am doing here, which I hope you guys are enjoying. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.